A very good evening and welcome all of you. So here I am again with a new topic of current affairs. So in this session, I discuss with you a current affairs topic in a detailed manner. So recently, the government has come out with some changes in the consumer price index for industrial workers. So this gives us a chance to understand the concept of inflation, how it is measured, and what are the impacts of this change in the base year for the consumer price index, change in the number of the commodities. So let's start with what is inflation. So inflation is what? So inflation in simple terms means rise in price level of commodities. And these commodities, they could be anything. They could be your primary articles. What are primary articles? For example, these crops like wheat, barley, maize, vegetables also. It includes primary articles include vegetables. So they are vegetables, potato, onion. So from time to time you must be hearing this, that potato prices or onion prices, they have increased. As a result, the inflation has also increased. So inflation in simple term, it refers to the rise in the price level of the commodities, and these commodities, they could be primary commodities and secondary commodities, means they are manufactured commodities. Manufactured commodities, they can include manufactured products like electronic products, furniture, engineering product, etc. So second thing, what happens when inflation takes place is that there is a decrease in value of money. So earlier you were able to buy 1 kg of atta in 1 kg of atta in 100 rupees. I think that this is the most costly atta that I have mentioned. We are just hypothesizing a situation. Okay. So earlier, if you are buying 1 kg of atta in rupees 100, then after 1 or 2 years, the inflation level would increase and you have to pay around 140 rupees in order to get the same 1 kg of atta. So that is the rise in inflation. And this inflation, it is understood from the perspective of a base year. So what is a base year? So we said that 2012 is going to be our base year. That means the prices which were prevailing in 2012 are set as the base. Now you compare this base from the present situation, that is 2020, and we measure in what percentage the prices have increased. So that is the concept of the base year. So what is inflation in simple term? Rise in the price level of the commodities plus there is a decrease in the value of the money. And who is supposed to control inflation in India? And that is the Central Bank of India or the Reserve Bank of India. Okay, so that is the inflation concept. Now coming on to its measurement. So first of all, we need to measure whether the prices have increased or not. How are we going to find out whether the price have increased? So first of all, this concept of base year, that we have to set some year as a base year. Also, in the second thing, we have to include certain number of the commodities which are used by the people, right? So first of all, you have to take a base year. Now second, you have to take certain commodities in which you are going to measure the number of the or the amount of inflation which have taken place. So what could be these commodities? We will understand the weightage in both the commodities index. So in India, we have two indexes for the measurement of inflation. First is wholesale price index. This is wholesale price index. So under wholesale price index, there are 697 commodities, and these 697 commodities, they included not only the primary articles, So I explained you what are the primary articles. For example, the wheat, maize, barley, or oil seeds. Okay. Also the primary articles, they include the vegetables also. So moving further, this wholesale price index, it measures how many commodities? 697 commodities. So the prices of 697 commodities are measured under the wholesale price index, and their prices, they are collected from the wholesale markets all over India. For example, one wholesale market in Delhi is Azad Market. So if you want to find out the wholesale prices, then you have to go there and you have to prepare this index based on the commodities. Through this index, and by comparing it to the base year, we are going to find out whether the prices in the wholesale range have increased or not, and in how much percentage from 2012 they have increased. So the base year for WPI is 2011-12, right? And it comes in monthly. So it is released monthly. Who releases it? So there is Office of Economic Advisor in the Department of Industry and Internal Trade, Commerce and Industry Ministry. Okay, so in simple term, you remember that it is released by Office of Economic Advisor, Commerce and Industry Ministry. So this is an important fact. This is what would be usually asked in the examination. Okay, so you should remember this fact that it is released by this Office of Economic Advisor, Commerce and Industry Ministry. Okay, so now coming on to the weightage. So weightage is important in essentially in understanding this index. Okay, so now you have collected the prices of 697 commodities, right? And you have made an index, right? So now we will understand what is the weightage of different kinds of commodities in this index. Okay, so in WPI, primary articles, right? Primary articles, they have a weightage of 22.6%. So this is only pure number. You don't have to remember these numbers. You should only remember that the primary articles, they have a share of around 1/5 share in the WPI. Fuel and power, they have around 13% share, and the maximum share in wholesale price index is of manufactured products. That is an important fact you need to remember. Okay, so manufactured products have a share of 64%. That is around 2/3 of the WPI index is made up the manufactured product. So if the prices of the manufactured products, they increase, it would be better reflected in the wholesale price index, right? So that was WPI and its weightage. Right, now coming on to the next index, that is consumer price inflation. So now earlier we were calculating the prices of the commodities at wholesale level. Okay, now when a consumer, he goes on to buy some kind of clothing, so he would go to a retail store and he would buy that on the maximum retail price, right? So this index, it measures the retail inflation. So how much the prices of the commodities have increased at the retail level, because the product after being manufactured, it is also taxed, so it would be reflected in the retail prices. So this index is prepared on the basis of the retail prices, and it has several subcomponents like CPI is prepared on the urban workers, for rural workers, for combined urban and rural combined, okay, for all India level. So, and this is prepared by NSO, National Statistics Office, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, and the base year is 2012. So now their base year is also being worked out by Labor Bureau. Now coming on to the today's topic, that is the CPI industrial workers. So CPI industrial workers is that index which the government uses to set the dearness allowances for its employees, or the minimum wages in certain kinds of scheduled employments. So there are two benefits of CPI-IW. First of all, it allows government to give the employees dearness allowance based on the increase in the CPI or consumer price inflation. And second thing is it allows government to set the minimum wage for certain scheduled employments. So recently, or to be very precise, yesterday, the government has changed this base year from 2001 to 2016 for this CPI-IW. Okay, CPI Industrial Workers. So this CPI-IW or the Industrial Worker Index, it is released by the Labor Bureau, right? And this CPI-IW, it also includes certain services. While we studied under this WPI that it is a purely commodity based index, while CPI also includes commodities as well as services. So now let's find out what is the weightage of different kinds of products under CPI. So it is also important to understand, no need to remember this data. Okay, so fuel and light, they are around 6.5%, food 39%, education and health 30%, housing, clothing 16%. Also, it includes commodities like intoxicants, pan, supari, tobacco, and footwear, etc. So this is precisely the data, or this is precisely the CPI weightage on the fuel and light, food 39%, education and health, and housing and clothing. So under CPI, we can see that the CPI-IW, the weightage of non-food particles or non-food articles have increased, not particles, sorry for that. So weightage of the non-food articles have increased with the recent changes made by the government in the base year. Okay, noting that the base year has been changed, the number of the commodities have also increased to 463. So this is, we are talking about CPI-IW, and number of commodities, they are around 463. So what made government to change this CPI-IW? Actually, it wasn't revised from 2001. So its base year was very traditional. So it has to reflect the modern requirements of the employees or the workers. And also the recommendation by the National Statistical Commission and the International Labour Organization that these price indexes, they should be changed or they should be modified every 10 years. So within 10 years, you need to update them. But now the government has set a task before itself that it is going to revise this price index for most probably the CPI-IW. Every 5 years, CPI industrial worker would be revised. So these were the two indexes on which the inflation is measured in India. And that was all from my side on the inflation topic. See you again later in a new class. Okay, till then, take care. Thank you.